Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the Truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, all my future subscribers, all my new subscribers, all my peaches, triggers, haters, lovers, commenters, each and every one of you. I want to thank you for taking the time to visit my channel. This morning I was going back and forth what to talk to you about. I watch the internet, but I mostly for news type of thing like this because often the time when you browse the internet, it's about the sad life of so and so, or wait, let's see if I can give you an example of some of the things that what are your choices to watch. Sabuki embarrassed herself in London, whoever she is. She's some girl who talks about, being foul. She likes urinating people's mouths. She likes having urinating in their mouth. She likes, having tahi, on her and things like that. And the funny thing is that she had went to Dubai or somewhere like this, and she was raising her voice and yelling, being an obnoxious black woman, and they locked her up. So she's in jail right now in Dubai. Or something along the lines of Diana Ross is now 80 now, and she lives is sad. Or how she lives is sad. Now, this caught my attention, and I actually watched this. And come to find out, there was nothing sad about her life. She's 80 years old, and she has accomplished so much, and she's at a high point in her life right now. That she's happy, she has a family around her, she's still performing. I said, what's so sad about that? But see, the thing is that these are clickbaits. These are things that they want you to click on to watch the videos, and then humiliating moments on maternity court. Can't handle the truth. This is about a man shuts down delusional women, who think children as young as 4 should be taught about gender. Should have them learned about cross-gendering and all that stuff like this, and trying to self-identify them as either man or woman, and you're only 4 years old. You're in preschool. Oh, it can be detected as early as 4. Yeah, but it's so what, because they said during that time, a woman or a child is identified is their view of the world very concrete. They know girls have long hair, boys have short hair. And it's not until they get to the age maybe 11 or 12 that they realize that girls can have short hair and boys can have long hair. So then, around that time, then, they think they should introduce, but and the argument is that, why would you force a surgery on a child so young when they get older, that they may resent the fact that they had that surgery because you talked them into it, and it turned out it was the guy who was talking about it, who's a transgender, has been arrested several times on child abuse, on sexual assault with children. And yet still here he is, he's handing out these pills over the internet about how to, these pills to, hormone pills, that he wants to, like Johnny Appleseed wants to give to everybody, with those type of things. So, it's kind of crazy. Rapper speaks on Eminem. 100 Things You Don't Know Were Invented by Blacks. A Robert Redford movie. Matthew McConaughey. Whatever his name is. From Friends Die. Don't take her back. And this is about. The point of the matter is that a lot of this stuff is negative. A lot of this stuff is depressing. I was watching a video, and this video was this Filipino girl. I'm going to see if I can find it so I can put a picture. If I do, it's right here. If it's not, I couldn't find it. But it was about her talking about how Filipino women, use foreigners. Not use foreigners in the extent that they change when they get their foreigner. a lot of them become very rude to their foreigner, even as much as yelling at them in public and not letting her touch her and because she feels that she's got the brass ring, she's able to do what she wants with him. She changes. She might even go as far as cheating or something like this. Because she has her foreigner. And the foreigner is doing for her, and that's all that she seems to be, concerned about. Is that she's still taken care of. Now, there's a lot of truth in that. As far as women always wanting to, once they got someone, they get very comfortable, very complacent. The things that she used to catch him, now she's flipped the script and now she's controlling him. Now, granted that there are a lot of old men who come here to the Philippines. They come here to live their life, not being controlled or being dominated or
Back on you find out.
Why don't you get your ragged ass up and go home?
Hey, son of a bitch, I'm as much home here as you are.
No, you're not.
Well, you
I
find
beg
out.
your damn
Well,
pardon.
Whose goddamn name's on the deed?
Mine and yours.
Mine is first.
I don't give a fuck if it's
That's not important.
first,
That's not-
second, third, or whatever. I put my damn ass out.
Who the hell wants you out, you crazy thing? Boy,
I hate you.
I know that. I know
hate
that.
you.
Why don't you shoot me, you son of a
I
bitch?
would if it wasn't for going to jail.
Well, hell, they wouldn't even have you in jail.
or I'm gonna block that light. I like it's bothering me. Without feeling less than, and when they get with the Filipina, they might get with a young Filipina, and eventually, he starts losing not control over her, but the reason why he's there or the reason why she's there, it seems to gets lost. Old men come here because they, they want to look at a beautiful girl, of course. They want to have a beautiful girl, of course. And they want to be taken care of course. This culture is different than in the U.S. So if you find a Filipina, or an old man gets a Filipina, he's happy to have her, man. He's happy to have someone who cooks the food, who cleans the house, who does his nails, who pampers him, and fans him when there's a brownout and there's no electricity. He's lucky to have someone like that. And there was the talk about someone in a comment yesterday. I commented on about Calvin Sunshine Shoulders and how his wife, won't give him a divorce because she's waiting for him to die. In essence, I'm paraphrasing, waiting him for die so she can get his death benefits. So she's not going nowhere. And this may be the case, but a lot of the animosity and hatred that comes from a relationship doesn't just wake up and happen, just like that. There has been a progression of problems that have mounted, to the point to where is that, it's like I want out, it's like an argument. Everything gets to a point, and before it, boom, it explodes. Rather him cheating, you cheating, or you don't like her ways, she don't like your ways, things of that nature. But any point in time before it gets to that point, you have an option to say, "Oh wait, stop! Why don't we stop right here? We're friends, so let's go our separate ways." It's easier done in the United States than here in the Philippines because once you take on someone, you take on a lot of responsibility. For her children, and she has children and things of that nature. And then it's like, see, me in my situation, me is having my child. So, for me personally, the most important thing between me and I is the birth of our child. You know, if some of you watching yesterday, you would figure out why I'm smiling. The birth of our child. So anyway, so that becomes more important to me. And you know, it just like with the mother of my kids, you know, I made sure that no matter what happened between her and I, my children were taken care of. They're saying, you know, I used to give $1,000 a month child support voluntarily. You know, and when I wasn't able to, you know, to contribute because I was moving too fast, you know, my parents or my family filled in the gap. You know, but the point of the matter is that I knew my responsibility for bringing that child into the world. You know, and that's something that every man should have whenever he brings a child into this world. Now here in the Philippines, you know, right now, you know, Mia is, you know, she's having the baby, like I said, you know. But as far as I offered to, like I said, go to City Hall or something like this, you know, her and I, you know, because you know, I want to bounce somewhere for a minute, you know, even if it's for a day or for a week or for a weekend, you know. But yeah, she wants to bring the kids, and I'm saying, no, I don't want to bring the kids. You see, no, you know, I want something. I want a moment for you and I, you know, to get to know each other, you know, to move closer together with each other. You know, this is what I want. This is what I'm moving for. This is what's going through my head. You know, you know, I want us to have a moment that's between you and I. You know. I'm already catching feelings because in a meal when we're eating, you know, why is he getting more than me? You know what I'm saying? You know, or you know, I like a chicken leg. Why you break up my chicken leg and give it to him? You know what I'm saying? I'm already getting feelings behind that. It's like, damn, your baby, I'm the man. I'm the one. I'm the big Kahuna. You know, not a 12-year-old. I know he's your son, and you should make sure but he's taken care of. You know, he's not complaining. I am, because you know what I like. You know, like this. You know, don't sacrifice what I like for your son, because you know your son is going to do just fine. It's me you need to keep happy, baby. It's me you need to keep a smile on his face. It's me you need to cook. You know, make sure his tummy is full with what he likes. You understand? This is what I'm talking about. But getting back to taking care of children, I mean, I'm at a point in my relationship now. You know, once we got married, because once I got married, you know, I made the choice of this is who I'm going to ride or die with. You know, until my time comes. I also made a decision that once I got married, then now I'm going to have a child. Because that's when you plan to have a child, is when you're married. That's when life begins. It begins after you say I do. Because any child that is brought into this world, you're out of wedlock or your side chick or whatever like that, you know, it's not God's design. You know. So anyway, you know, I get distracted with these things. I should have turned off the data, the Wi-Fi. But anyway, you know, so once I got married, and then now I stopped, you know, my form of birth control. And that's not jumping off no more. You know, and I'm the master of that, baby, let me tell you. You know, so now it was time for me to, and again, it was the fulfillment of actually going to the full sex, you know, experience, and not having to be worried about pregnancy, or not having to worry about, you know, jumping off on time, or not worried about, you know, woman, you know, trying to keep me from jumping off because she wants me to ejaculate inside of her. You know, you see, and it was such a glorious moment. And it's been a glorious moment ever since, you know. But now she's pregnant, she has a child. You, my dear, are secondary. My child is is now number one. My child is who I want to make sure that he has all the benefits, all the resources. I want his life to be totally fulfilled and absence of nothing, you know. And, with you in charge, I hope you do the right thing. I'm trying to train you to do the right thing. But, I know from one other foreign thing, it's just set up a trust fund for them. Just set up for trust fund for them for at the age of 21, he has access to it. Or as long as he stays in school, he gets a check from the government. But, that check is going to go for him going into a trust fund. So this way, I will rest in peace knowing that, let me see how much time I have. Okay, I don't want to make this long. So I can rest in peace knowing that, my boy gonna be all right, because when he reached that certain, he's gonna have an inheritance. You see, that's the most I can do. That is the absolute of what I'm going to do. And everything that happens in between there, or whatever it is, or how he lives, if Mia reverts back, to living in the woods with my child, so be it. Now, if that's how she wants to live her life, so be it. She want to be surrounded by, whatever, so be it. Yeah. But I know when my child reaches an age where it can make decisions on his own, he'll be prepared for. He'll have the resources for. You see, and that's what I want to talk about. Okay, so all of you out there who are not making arrangements after having a child, shame on you. Shame on you. Because if you leave it up to the Filipina, he just be eating rice and fish every day. You know what I'm saying? But with that, this is Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans where they actually never disrespect the elder always pulls it up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptation One song, hey man, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. And never say no. Let me talk about that for a minute. A lot of you foreigners come here and you don't know the game. The game means something like you don't know how to, handle a woman, how to control a woman, whether it be mentally or sexually, But you have to remember, or she has to remember, or you have to, both of you have to know that what I'm asking for from you is what, 5 to 15 minutes out of a 24-hour day for you to give me what I want? She should never say no to that. And everything what you do for her the rest of the, 23 hours and 45 minutes of the day, you know what I'm saying? So it should be an easy thing for her to agree on. It should be an easy thing for her to do. It's an easy thing for you to gauge your relationship. Like if you're not hitting it every day, every other day, but no 3 days should pass without tapping her ass. You should be walking around here with blue balls. You should be walking around here, hey, looking at other women thinking, damn, or, I want to get that. Or, you don't want to give me none, I'll get something. Because over the time, a lot of relationships, it's like, oh yeah, if you say no, I know someone who won't say no, like this. So, Filipina, it's not hard to make your old foreigner smile. It doesn't take a whole lot, If you have to take that deep breath and go down and do what you got to do, take that deep breath. Keep in mind what he does for you. And if you're a smart Filipino, you never want to lose that. Because, baby, when when it says that he's giving you the world, that's exactly what he's doing. He's giving you the world. You know, you just have to know how to navigate in it. I'll talk to you later. Peace.